Hello again, my students. In the 7th grade, this is your English teacher Dana from Al Farouk Academy. Today we are going to complete the structure by answering the questions in your workbook, page 43. So please prepare your books and be ready for our class. The outcomes of our lesson today: students should be able to revise the structure of comparative and superlative and answer the questions in workbook, page 43. Before answering the questions in your workbook, let's make a quick revision about the comparative and superlative. Let's start with the comparative. Comparative means to compare two items together in two ways, as we said before. The first way is with short adjective, we add er with than, like in these two adjectives, rich and old. Rich and old have one syllable, so we use er for these adjectives: rich, richer; old, older. And with long adjective, we use more, the adjective, and than. Long adjective, the adjectives that have more than one syllable, like more difficult, more expensive. And the second way is to use as if the two items are equal, يعني the same, or not as if they are not equal, we mean that they are different. But in superlative, that we have one item, yes, with short adjectives we add the est with the adjective, and with the long adjectives we use the most and the adjective and complete the sentences. So these are the examples in superlative: with short adjective, rich, richest; old, oldest; and in the long adjective we say the most and the adjective, difficult. This is the long adjective. The most expensive. This is a long adjective that have more than one syllable, as we see here. Now open your workbook, page 43, and let's start answering the questions in this page. Number 1. Read and complete the sentences. Use as or not as, and the words in the box. These words are adjectives. We want to use them to rewrite the sentences by using as or not as. We said as with what? Excellent. With the equal items. Not as, not equal or different. Here we have the adjectives: expensive, rich, free, well-educated, old, handsome. Number 1. Prince Albert was younger than his wife. We want to rewrite this sentence by using as or not as. Prince Albert. What is the suitable adjective that we want to use to complete these sentences? Excellent, old. Prince Albert was not as old as his wife. Number 2. Victoria was more protected than the other children. Victoria. Okay, what is the suitable adjective that we have to use? Yes, excellent. So Victoria was not as free as other children. Number 3. The king and the emperor had the same amount of money. The same amount of money, so we use as. Excellent. So the king was as rich as the emperor. Number 4. The prince was neither more nor less handsome than his brother. The prince, so they are equal. The prince was as handsome as his brother. We mean about neither more nor less, لا أكثر ولا أقل وسامة than his brother, so they are equal. Number 5. The necklace and the bracelet both cost £500. So the bracelet and the necklace have the same price. The bracelet was as expensive as the necklace. Boys went to school, but girls did not. Girls, what do you think? Excellent. Were not as well educated as boys. Question number 2. Complete the sentences with the words in the box. Use adjective er or more adjective. We know that er with short adjective and more with the long adjective. Important, long, hardworking, popular, wealthy, hot. We want to use these adjectives to complete the sentences here. Number 1. That man has a lot of money, but his brother is even. Excellent. We use wealthy, and wealthy is a short adjective. If we want to add er for this adjective, we have to change the letter y into I and add er, wealthier. Number 2. Years ago, people thought that education was what for boys than for girls. Important, excellent. Important is a long adjective, so we say was more important for boys than for girls. Number 3. Everyone loved the young queen. She was what than ever. She was. Yes, she was more popular than ever. Popular, this is a long adjective, so we use more and the adjective. Number 4, Victoria's reign was what than that of any king or queen before her. Was. Excellent. We use the adjective long, and long is a short adjective. We say was longer than that of any king or queen before her. The weather is what in August than in March. Is. We use hot. Hot is a short adjective. We say hotter. طيب. What is the changing that we use or we want to make with the adjective hot? We want to add er. We double the letter T, excellent, because it is preceded by the vowel sound. So, hotter. The last one. Harry spends a lot of time studying. He is what than his brother? He is more hardworking than his brother. Hardworking is an adjective, one adjective, so this is a long, we use more with this adjective. The last question, this is a homework for you. Think about you and your best friend. You want to talk about you and your best friend. Add these information in your writing. In what ways you are, or are you the same? You have to use as if you want to say something that is the same with you and your best friend. In what ways are you different? Write 5 sentences. Use as or not as. As if you are the same, not as if the things are different. And the comparative forms of the adjectives. Use the adjectives in the box or choose your own. You can use these adjectives or you can use another adjectives that from you want. So you have to start with my best friend is and complete your writing by using the comparative forms. Now we'll stop here, my students. In the next class we are going to complete the questions in your workbook, so please be ready and do your homework. Thank you.